2 weeks ago, one of our clients got $172,000 in a TL stack and $250,000 in a business funding stack. That's over $420,000, and the money is already being deployed into cash flowing assets. So let me show you exactly how this works and why it's replacing traditional credit stacking for most people. Now, most funding companies are still stuck in the old way of credit stacking, and they're leaving the fastest money on the table. And in this video, I'm going to show you a strategy we're using to get clients up to $300,000 cash deposited into their bank accounts in 14 days or less, so they can make fast cash closes on real estate deals or cash flowing assets just like this laundromat or this vending machine and ATM route, or even a cash flowing duplex. And FYI guys, if you're new to the channel, your boy isn't some YouTube guru sitting in his mom's basement with 14 bucks in his checking account telling you guys how to manage your finances. I'm a self-made multimillionaire, I'm a veteran, and I run a funding company with 20 plus employees that funds over $4 million a month in approvals, just like the one I showed you. We got this guy 422K funding, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did it in this video. If you aren't new here, welcome back to the Credit with Colin channel. If you need your credit fix, you want access to funding, or you want help leveraging your credit, deploying it into cash flowing assets, my team does all of that and more. Links for credit repair and for business funding are in the pinned comment and description. Now let's get into it. So here's the biggest funding myth that's holding people back. There's a ton of confusion online about what it really takes to get access to capital. On one side of YouTube, they're telling you start an LLC, build your business credit under your EIN, and separate your personal from your business and start with these net 30 vendors. And in my opinion, that's a load of BS. It's a slow lane. It's a waste of time, waste of money for most real entrepreneurs, because here is the truth. Real funding comes from banks and lenders, and almost all of it is personally guaranteed anyway, meaning you are going to have to sign for it and they're going to check your personal credit to approve you. So you will always need fair or good credit to get approved for these. Credit cards, lines of credit, term loans, they're still going to be underwriting you. So once you drop the fantasy of no personal guarantee, the game becomes simple. Just get approved for the right product in the right order, using the right bureaus, and deploy the money into assets that pay the payments, right? Now, here is why I'm more bullish on term loan stacking than credit stacking. Now, let me be clear. Credit stacking is powerful. We still do it. It's the bulk of the approvals we get, but it has a higher bar and more friction. Credit stacking usually needs prime credit, like 730 plus credit score, 3 plus average age, right? 10K plus in collective limits, low hard inquiries, and utilization below 30%. On top of that, you need a compliant LLC. You have to open bank accounts for a lot of the approvals, undergo underwriting, and wait for the approvals in the mail, right? Now, your profile isn't clean. You might just need weeks of optimization, like inquiry removal, pay downs, authorized users, cleaning up a collection, and all that. So yes, you can build a monster stack, but the bar is high. Whereas with term loan stacking, it's a different game. With personal term loans, we're seeing approvals with minimum 620 to 640 FICO, depending on the lender, verifiable income around 60K per year, and the average income in America right now is around 65,000. That means a lot of people qualify for this program. And the biggest difference, this money funds fast. We're talking cash in your bank account in 48 to 72 hours in many cases. No waiting around for cards in the mail, no liquidating, no LLC required to start. So what is term loan stacking? Term loan stacking is very simple. Just like credit card stacking, it's about getting multiple approvals across the bureaus. Term loan stacking is getting 1 to 2 approvals on Experian, then Equifax, then TransUnion by knowing which lenders typically pull which of the credit bureaus. Here's an example strategy. Let's say you applied with Lightstream on TransUnion, SoFi on Experian, and PenFed on Equifax. If each of those approves 50,000, that's 150K deposited in your bank account quickly without an LLC, without opening bank accounts, and without waiting for cards in the mail and having to liquidate them. And we've stacked up to 300K for a single client when the income and profile supports it. So that's why I am bullish on term loan stacking. Here's why term loan stacking is so attractive compared to traditional business funding. No LLC needed, no opening bank accounts, no liquidation needed, right? The wiring, ACHing the money into your bank account, fast underwriting, and fast funding 40 to 72 hours often. Lower credit bar than 0% stacking, and it lets you move like a real buyer and a cash close speed. So let me give you a real example, right? I'll show you that we saw a laundromat for sale for $140,000, right? Do you think the seller and the broker want to wait 6 months for the slim chance some mouth breather gets an SBA loan approved? Or would they rather you show up as the buyer who can get the money in under 2 weeks, wire it, cash close fast, and everybody gets paid? Boom. The seller wins, the broker wins, and you win because you didn't screw around for 6 months with an SBA loan that denies 80% of people and requires a ton of paperwork, and you win because you bought a cash flowing asset. Who doesn't want that? Now, if the business cash flows correctly, the business can cover the loan payment and still leave a profit, meaning you're building your credit and building income at the same time. Now, I already know what everyone's thinking, but won't this hurt my DTI, right? This is where people get scared, so let's talk about it, all right? Of course, it's going to affect your DTI, but you're not taking these loans out to buy a Rolex Cletus. You're taking them to buy cash flowing assets that produce income. So the plan is simple. You get funded, you buy an asset that produces cash flow, the asset produces income, and the income offsets the payments, and you're left with cash flow plus ownership, and you win. So that's why this is more efficient for most people, unless you're already having like prime credit, a clean business profile, and you're ready for 0% stacking. And by the way, business credit is personally guaranteed too. So if someone's avoiding term loans because it's personal, but they're fine with PG and business funding and credit cards, they're not thinking right. Now, here's where credit card stacking is still king. You have prime credits, you want 0% interest, but more importantly, you can manage the utilization and you can pay it off inside the promo period, which no one talks about. Personal loans are actually cheaper in the long run unless you can pay off the 0% in under 12 months. Now, it's also if you want a very low minimum payment and short-term payments. This strategy can be elite, but for the average person who wants speed, simplicity, and cash in the bank, term loan stacking is the move. And for some people, it's their only option. So here's a quick recap, guys. Term loan stacking is applying for 1, 2, or even 3 term loans per bureau. You could potentially stack 100K to 300K fast. You don't even need an LLC. You don't need to liquidate. You don't need perfect credit like 0% stacking. And you can get cash in the bank in 48 to 72 hours after approval in most cases. And you can use that capital to buy cash flowing assets like vending machines, ATM routes, car washes, laundromats, or even rental properties like I do and many of our clients do. Now, if you want my team to do this for you, here's what to do. Just click the link in the pinned comment or description below this video and just apply. We're going to let you know which path you qualify for. Term loan stacks, 0% business funding, no doc, B-lock, or business term loans. Or if you need credit repair and optimization, we can help you with that too, guys. And if your goal is to buy cash flowing businesses or Section 8 properties like me, we'll help you structure this like an investor, not like somebody who's chasing around random approvals. As always, guys, drop any and every comment or question you have in the comment section below. I answer every single one of them. And guys, don't be a mouth breather. Make sure to smash that like button. Your boy just gave you some value. Hit the subscribe. It's Credit with Colin. Make sure to breathe through your nostrils. And I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.